Guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Meg's Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and to today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so we are back with another Fright Night review, and we are on to the second movie, Fright Night Part 2. Now, I believe this came out in 88 or 89. I'm not 100% sure, but it is just shy of a couple of years of the first one. So, just to give you a very basic plot summary, we are back with Charlie and Peter, and Charlie's now in college. And he's trying to sort of like get his life back to normal, things like that. However, this female vampire comes into town. She's got a couple of lackeys with her, as they say. And basically, it is kind of like the first one, except this plot is slightly different in a few ways. Unfortunately, I can't say what ways they are because it would spoil the film, especially if you're someone that wants to watch this film or have seen the first one and not seen this one. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So, what are my thoughts on this? Not going to lie, it does, like I said, it follows the beat of the first one in the sense of how it goes through the story. Except this time around, it's, you know, Charlie's aware of vampires now and sort of like this female one's pursuing him and things like that. So, with this one, they lent more on the comedy than they did the serious. So, like with the first one, it was more serious than funny, but it did have its funny moments. This one, like I said, leans more on the comedy, just for the simple fact of some of the lines they come out with. There's like one character that's kind of like Evil Ed, but just weirder. So with that, it can feel a bit sort of like different-ish. So I like how they tried to do something a little bit different, but at the same time stuck to what they know they're good at. I will say one thing, Amy is not in this one, the girlfriend from the first one. We have a new girlfriend now, which I'm a little bit gutted. They did not explain why Amy didn't come back into this one. Like, they kind of just, you know, here's a new girlfriend. So I wish they had explained why Amy wasn't there. I mean, my thing might be that she's moved to a different town, or maybe she just didn't feel comfortable after the whole vampire situation. Who knows? But yeah, so we've got some new characters as well, but they're not as memorable as the first set of characters in the first movie, but they're still fun to watch. The practical effects, yet again, look absolutely amazing in this film. I tell you, if you want to watch some really amazing practical effects, Fright Night Part 1 and 2, they have done some real good effects. Even with the makeup, again, it looks amazing. I mean, in this one, there is a werewolf, and the werewolf makeup just looks so funny, but so good at the same time. I love it. And I like the fact that they did include different creatures in this one. So we've got a werewolf, and then there's a guy that eats bugs. So I don't know what kind of creature he's actually supposed to be. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, again, it's like Billy from the first one. You just don't know what kind of creature he's supposed to be. But I actually enjoy this. This is a really good sequel. Is it as good as the first one? No, but I do like the fact that it does connect to the first one. So there's a lot of plot lines in this where it does connect to the first one. I mean, the female vampire is there. She's connected to the first one in some way. And I like the fact it's just, yet again, they stick to the vampire mythology, and they even stick to werewolf mythology in this. I didn't even know this was a thing. So they didn't try to do anything too outlandish. I'd say I think you would enjoy this film pretty close to the original, in all fairness. Like, I give the original a 10 out of 10. This one, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So it's just 2 marks shy of way of being a 5. But it was nice to see Peter and Charlie back. I'm glad they didn't change the whole cast. And it was nice to see what happened after the incident, you know? It's like, what happened, like, after everything, you know? So it was quite fun to see that. And it was quite fun to see Peter become the, basically, he behaves like Charlie did in the first one when it comes to the whole vampire thing. Which I'm quite surprised, like, they changed the personalities around a bit. that was nice to see. But yeah, so like I said, this one is still good, and it just relies on the comedy a bit more than the first one. And I think the reason why I love the first one is because it's serious, but then it has its funny moments. And it's just sort of like, it's nice that it didn't rely too much on the comedy. I say, this is funny, but not as, like, there's some hit or miss things. But overall, I know it sounds like I've got mixed feelings about this, but overall, I would happily return to this one. I would watch this again and again in the future. I would happily watch 1 and 2 together, back to back, like I did yesterday. And I would seriously recommend this on so many levels, both the original and this one, for practical effects, music, story, vampire mythology, anything like that. I seriously recommend both of these films. They're such good fun, and I look forward to watching these again. I'll probably put this on my Halloween watch list, the first and second one at least, because I do try and watch horror, vampire, werewolf things during Halloween. So that's probably the next time I'll watch it, but it was nice to revisit these, especially after you see some practical effects and CGI effects we get now. So good to see practical effects looking amazing. But yeah, seriously, if you have not watched Fright Night or Fright Night Part 2, find a copy, or even if you just want to watch it on streaming, I would seriously recommend watching them. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this review of Fright Night Part 2. The next 2 reviews will be the Fright Night remake and Fright Night 2 of that one. I'm not sure if they're connected or not, because I haven't seen that one, so who knows. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also leave me your comments and thoughts on Fright Night Part 2, if you have seen it, if you have not seen it. Do you like the fact that it relies on the comedy a bit more, or do you miss the seriousness of the first one? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.